Hi guys, I'm here at Quest Stables with Terry Anderson. She manages the barn here, and we're just going to talk a little bit about what exactly Quest is and what they're able to do for the community. So, when did Quest get started? And
Quest started in 2009, and there was a situation in Hannibal that required lots and lots and lots of horses have to be rescued and taken care of. So a group of girls started this. One of their grandmothers owned the property, and since then we've probably gone through 50 horses out here. So we rescue them, we get them healthy again. The vet comes, we quarantine them, and get them calmed down, get them gentle, and if they fit into our therapeutic riding program that we do for special needs children, we keep the horse. Otherwise, we usually adopt the horses out to like perfect families.
so you guys do a lot of therapy riding here. In your years of doing therapy riding, how have you seen that benefit the kids?
Oh, it's amazing. The kids come in, they probably had a rough day. They've been at school and they kind of maybe have to sit, maybe they have to be a little quieter. And it's just kind of, it's a good break for them. They come out here and they get to pet the horses, they get to ride the horses, they get to walk the horses around. If they don't want to get on the horse, they still have a million things they can do. And sometimes we'll just leave the child with one of our volunteers and one of the horses, and they may just love on the horse. It just is comforting to the kids, it's relaxing, it's calming. It makes them feel like they can accomplish something that probably nobody in their class besides them have ever gotten to do. So it's good for their spirit, it's just good for their families, to their parents, to see the kids get to do like the riding and things like that, that some of the other neighbors and kids don't get to. So it's really, really.
So in the summer, I know you guys do a lot of different activities for the kids, like summer camps and therapy riding.
Yes.
How do you keep the horses at their best in the heat?
Well, we bring them in, we let them out all night because it's nice and cool. We bring them in the morning and feed them and then let them take naps. And like Looney will take a 3-hour nap, laying completely down. And so they all sleep, the rest of them sleep standing up. And let them relax in here and it's cool. And maybe I'll keep them in 3 hours and then we'll turn them out for a while. And then in about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we bring them back in and put like we're doing now, put their fans on, then feed them, and then they'll all take another big nap. Outside, there's run-in sheds for every group of horses. We separate the horses in herds of 2 or 4, kind of like who gets along with whom. And they all have a run-in shed. They all have a tree that's so the shade's going to go from any side. We have automatic waterers all through the property. Some of our, if we don't have an automatic water, we have a giant tub. We change them just about every day just to keep the fresh, cold water. And they just relax and we work them. If it's terribly, terribly hot, we do minimal things like maybe you don't ride this particular day and you're going to lead the horse around, and we'll take them outside, we'll take them to the outdoor arena, or just kind of make it on the child, easy on the child and the horse both.
Yeah. So in the summer with the heat, does anything change with the horses' diets? Do you give them any extra supplements or treats or anything?
We give them salt.
Salt.
And we give them mineral blocks, so that adds a little salt to it, which makes them drink more. We put we'll freeze gallon jugs of ice of water. It'll make a hunk of ice, and then we'll put it in their outside tubs so they stay nice and cold. We do increase like some of the supplements just to keep them healthy, and sometimes when it's really, really hot, they really just want to sleep. So yeah, they all get pretty much, they're just spoiled.
Yeah. So are there any fun ways for other horse owners to help the horses cool off? Like, can you spray them down with the hose? Or
We always do. We have fans we have the big fans over top. We take them outside and give them a bath.
Yeah.
And the kids love doing that too. Yeah, give them a bath, and then we bring them back into where it's cool to dry, because if you stand them out in the heat when you're giving them a bath, that just heats that water up on them. But one of our horses, you can see her back there, she has a sheet on.
Yeah.
We spray our horses for flies so that isn't an annoyance to them. She's allergic to the fly sprays, and will break out in wells, so she has a fly sheet on her, which is doesn't cause any heat or anything, but it just makes it so that the flies don't bother it.
All right, and then one last thing. So with the heat, what are some symptoms of like heat-related illnesses in horses that owners should be aware of?
If they overheat, they get real lethargic and it's kind of fly.
It's not
Um, you can kind of tell they'll sweat, which is good because they're releasing heat. If they're not sweating and they're kind of got their head down, not doing too much, they're probably overheating, and it's time to take some action. So you can prevent it mostly from happening, but if it does happen, it's critical at that moment. You have to take some action right away. You can't just spray a cold hose on that pot of a horse then. So you'll take sponges and cool it down, give them some water, anything that'll get them thirsty, like mineral blocks that'll make them thirsty, or so they put some water in them so they start like just feeling better. Yeah.